Hey Jazz, how are you doing today?
Good, Myan. How are you?
Doing really well. I wanted to get you on this video today and announce this book that you have coming out. Um, Now Make Good.
Now make good.
Now Make Good. My name is Myan Burton. I am the president of Phoenix Leadership Group. I'm really excited to have you on. Chaz is one of my mentors. For those who don't know about Chaz, Chaz is the president and CEO of Master Networks. He's an author. He's a speaker. I've been working with him for a couple of years now. It has added a tremendous value to my business and to my life and changed the direction of where I'm going with my business and where I'm going with my career. So I'm really, really excited to have Chaz on and have him talking about his new book, Now Make Good, and what he's going to be offering us as an incentive for those who are interested in getting Now Make Good. So Chaz, let's get started here. Tell me why another book? You wrote a book earlier. Why a second book?
Yeah. Well, you can probably see over my shoulder.
Yeah.
5+1. That was my first book, and so 5+1 I wrote because I wanted to give people a systematic way to grow their business. By the way, thank you for the great things you said about me. I think everyone should host their own webinar with somebody so they can hear a great. No, but so I wrote that book, and what happened is, folks like you and others, they took off with that, right? They started to see success, and I never saw that as a problem. I never thought, wow, they got success, that's a problem, right? So if you're watching this, you're going, hey, I'm achieving success. What's the problem? Well, first of all, we want to achieve success. That's what my first book did, is help people in business achieve success. But then I realized something that had happened to me, and I started to see it happening with people that were reading the book. They got success, but then what happened is their personal development, right? Their success took them to a level their personal development couldn't keep them at. And so things started to crumble around them with people. And they're like, whoa, what's happening? I'm following everything here. I'm achieving success. Things are falling apart. So that's why I wrote this book. I wrote this book for those who want to be super achievers and those that need to grow.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What does it mean, the title, Now Make Good? What is it about?
Oh, man. So without giving too much away, but I'll give the awesome story away. But here's what's powerful, right? So at a stage in my life where I was expanding myself and growing, I was away from home, doing some volunteer service work, and, really big mentor, and I mean, literally big. He was tall, huge guy, was really, really important to me. I'm at this young, impressionable age. And I said to him, I said, I don't think I'm cut out for this work. I don't think I'm cut out to serve other people. It's tough. I thought it'd be so easy. I think I want to go home. I think I'm going to tap out and go home. And he said, well, look, you can do that, but I want you to burn this into your heart for the rest of your life. He said, just piercing eyes. He said, you hired up for a tough guy. Now make good. Meaning you signed up for this. You committed to this. Now make good. Right. So it stuck with me forever. And I've just always tried to make good because I said I would. Right.
So it's about keeping promises.
Yeah.
Keeping your word, doing the things you told your significant other or your family members, those most important to you that you're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody watching this has a significant other. I'm sure you got kids, parents, business partners, whatever it might be. We've all committed to things. And so how do we take that and really plow through that and follow through? Or we're at a stage in our life, like this has been a great book. I've got people right now reading, Now Make Good, who come back to me and said, I'm in a place where I'm stuck, right? I'm in a job or I'm in a relationship or something. I'm stuck. And what helped them get through is getting to that next level, right? If you feel like you're in this rut, this routine, this book will help you get through that, right? So that's what's powerful about it.
I know as I was reading through the book, I love the format that you have in the book where you teach a principle. And at the end of each section, you have some action steps or some action items that they can self-discover, just think about themselves, and then take action on those different items. What was it about that format that you wanted to present in the book?
Well, so first of all, I followed that in my first book, as you can see again right there. And I want to have your group. I'm going to give them an offer here at the end to give them a special deal just for your group, Myan. But what's really powerful is I learned in that book. A lot of people have read the secret about the law of attraction, and to me, the most important part of attraction is action.
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to do, and I did this in my first book, was write a book where people took action at the end. They didn't just read it and go, that was awesome. That was great. I love this book. Hey, and they do nothing. It goes on the shelf. Like I got a bit here. You can see, like I got a big shelf right there. There's only one of like 7 shelves I have that have books on them, right? So I didn't want it to just go on the shelf. I wanted it to be, so at the end they could ask themselves some questions that then put themselves into activity to actually make things go, now make good, right? Make good, not just let it happen. And
Right.
that's the point.
Okay. That's awesome. I wanted to ask you this because I was really curious. I've read your first book. We've been working together for a while.
Yeah.
What did you learn either about yourself or your business as you wrote the book?
Oh,
That
wow.
was one question I had as I read through it. I wonder what he picked up himself, your own business. What did you learn about yourself?
Man, so many things. First of all, I'm not a very good writer, which is interesting. Actually, here's what blows people away when they learn this about me. And anyone who knows me, like close to me and family and stuff, would totally validate this and stuff. I actually got through high school with hardly reading any books. Like when we were assigned to write a book, or read a book, not write a book. When we were assigned to read a book, I would find somebody in class to be like, "So did you read the book?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, tell me about it." And I would just glean enough from it that I could like pass and
Cliff notes.
It's funny to me all these years later that like what I realized about it was the reason why I didn't like reading them, they weren't my passion. They weren't what I was excited about. So what I learned quickly was how to write, how I like to write. What I also learned about myself, right, is that when you write a book, your own awareness is like your antennas of your own awareness are way up. So I would challenge anyone here, even if you don't write a book, write like journal something, right? Like if you had to write an ebook of 4 or 5 pages, go write that and watch your own awareness go way up about how you act, how you talk, everything. I mean, you can't, you once you know it's going in print and there's legacy, you can't fake that. Like you have to live what's here. And that just raises your own level of awareness. Like, wow, if I write this, do I actually live it?
Be held accountable.
Yeah, it's powerful, right? So that's probably what I learned the most is that, and I'm very clear in my book too. Like I even share mistakes, right? Because I think you learn a lot from those.
Sure.
But there's a little bit of self-deprecating humor there too. So I learned that, I'm complex.
Yeah. So I'd like you to share maybe one snippet. If somebody is stuck, somebody is struggling to take it to that next level, what's one snippet out of the book that maybe is your favorite thing that you have to talk about with people, or things that people really have related to it as you've been out and about talking to people? What's the one snippet that you would leave with somebody?
Thank you. So awesome. And by the way, I just want to tell your folks, Myan, that if they follow you've got a link there. What I'm going to do for your people too, and I'll show them how, but I'm going to cover the cost of the book. If they pay the shipping, I'm going to send it to them for free so they can get a copy of this book. So thank you for helping facilitate that, making that happen for your people, Myan. But the one thing that I would say is I think in life, as I mentioned before, most of us feel like we've hit a ceiling at some point, right? We just stuck. Like I even describe in the book a little bit, like in relationships, people like marriages, people just feel like, we're just at this like flat line, however you want to describe it, right? Plateau in sports. A lot of people, they have plateaued. And so what I've realized is that actually is not a bad thing. That's a good thing, except you have to do something to get through it. If you just let it happen, then it becomes a bad thing. And so now I race to that next plateau or that next ceiling.
Awesome.
What I always say to people is what we always try to do then is we try to do something different. And that's one part of it. I think the other part of it is the who. You're only one relationship away from changing your future. And so most people, though, they stop creating relationships. And I talk a little bit about that in the book. So I'm not going to give too much away, but you're only one relationship away from changing your future. People don't realize how quickly that can just change.
Yeah. I think that's an amazing insight, just that one little piece, because I've seen that happen in my life and seen that happen with us and with some of the other people that we're working with, how it's changed my life, how it's changed their life, watched it change their business. And it is true that one key relationship can change everything. And so it's amazing. I love it. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit more about the offer and what we're going to do, and then we'll go from there.
So I've got the first shipment of books, right? And then
Yep.
of Now Make Good. And so I want to get these out in as many hands as I can, especially since when I saw my first book, 5+1, what happened when I got it in the hands. People say, well, you write a book, you're selling it. Yeah, sure, there's exchange of money there. I totally get it. The point of the book is to get it in people's hands to make improvement. I have a business that runs and pays me and all that good stuff. But I want to get this book in people's hands. Doesn't do any good on my shelves either. So I want to get in their hands. So it's free. Follow the link there. You just pay the shipping. There will be a little place there too that you can buy this book as well if you'd like it. But just check that out and give me feedback after you purchase it or pay for the shipping. Since I'm covering the cost, what I'd really love is your feedback. So I'm gonna write more books. Love the feedback. And that's my offer for your folks, Myan, just because of our relationship and all the things we've worked on together.
Awesome. Well, Chaz, thanks for spending a couple minutes with us, and thanks for this offer. I'm looking forward to seeing the feedback we get and seeing that people get this book, Now Make Good, in their hands and using it in their business.
Yeah, appreciate you, Myan, and appreciate your folks and everybody that's on here. And if you don't know, this guy is amazing. So those of you that follow Myan, you're in good company there. And thanks for the time, Myan. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Thank you.